Good day, class. Welcome to our science class today. I am so happy to see all your curious faces today. Are you ready and explore and learn something amazing about matter? Before we begin, let's take a moment to be thankful. Everyone, close your eyes and bow our heads for a short prayer. Amen. Thank you, class. I am teacher Cesa, and today I will be your science guide as we explore the amazing world of matter and learn why nothing in our universe is ever really lost. Have you ever wondered, when the candle burns, where does the wax go? Or when you mix powder in water, where does it disappear? Does the matter vanish into thin air? Those are great thoughts, but the truth is, matter never disappears. It only changes form. And that is what today's lesson is all about. Let's start with a short story from the past. Long ago, ancient Greeks believed that everything around us, like air, fire, water, and earth, were all made of simple and unchanging substances. They also thought that matter could never be destroyed. But there was Antoine Lavoisier. Everyone say Antoine Lavoisier. Antoine Lavoisier is a brilliant French scientist from 1789 who proved this idea using careful experiment. He discovered the law of conservation of mass. Say this with me. Matter cannot be created or destroyed. Excellent! That means when we burn, mix, or cook something, the total amount of matter stays the same, even if it looks different. Later on, another genius, Albert Einstein, made this idea even bigger. He said that mass and energy can change into one another. His famous equation is E equals mc squared. That is the law of conservation of mass with energy. But in chemistry, we mostly use Lavoisier's version. Why? Because the change in mass is too tiny to notice in normal reactions. Wow! You've learned some big science ideas. Let's stretch a bit, everyone. Raise your hands up, shake them, and take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Excellent! Now that we know that matter doesn't disappear, let's find out how scientists classify all the matter around us. When we look around, we see an overwhelming number of substances like clouds, water, our bodies, even the air we breathe. All of these are forms of matter. Scientists classify matter into two big groups, the pure substances and mixtures. Pure substances are made of one and only kind of material. There are two types, the elements and the compounds. Elements are made of one kind of atom, like oxygen, gold, and copper, while the compounds are made of two or more elements chemically combined, like water or salt. Mixtures, on the other hand, are combinations of substances that can still be separated. They can be a homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous looks exactly the same all throughout. It is like coffee or air. While the heterogeneous, you can see the parts, like salad, sand, and water. Now let's go deeper. All elements are arranged in a chart called the periodic table of elements. These elements can be grouped into three categories: metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Let's check them one by one. First is metals. These are shiny, hard, and great conductor of heat and electricity. Examples are copper, iron, and zinc. They are malleable, ductile, and strong. Next is non-metals. They are usually dull, brittle, and poor conductors. Examples are sulfur, oxygen, and chlorine. Non-metals can be solid, liquids, or gases. And finally, the metalloids. They are like the in-betweens. They have properties of both metals and non-metals. Examples are silicon, boron, and arsenic. Silicon, for example, is used in computer chips because it conducts electricity just enough, not too much and not too little. Now, let's test your understanding. I'll show you some examples and you tell me if it's metal, non-metal, or metalloid. Ready?
That's metal. Excellent. That is non-metal. That is metalloid. Very good. That is metal.
Excellent! You really know your elements. Now it's your turn to explore. Look around your home or classroom and find three objects. One metal, non-metal, and mixture. Write them all down or tell your seatmates what they are. Let's recall what we learned today. The law of conservation of mass tells us that matter cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form. Matter is everything that has mass and takes up space. We can classify matter as pure substances, with elements and compounds, or mixtures with homogeneous and heterogeneous. Elements can be metals, non-metals, or metalloids. Very good, class. You did an amazing job today. Before we say goodbye, let's do our science cheer. If it's matter and it's there, it has mass. If it's matter and it's there, it takes space. Matter's never lost or made, it just changes every day. If it's matter and it's there, it takes space. Wonderful singing, scientists. Always remember, everything around you is made of matter, and matter never disappears. See you next class!